Hey, what's up? Back again. I have a video about the killing of dragons. So I look at it like fast forward of time. It's like when you see the police killing highly melanated people, or so-called black people, or so-called African American people. The thing is, they're doing what they've been doing throughout mythology for years, killing the dragon, right? Remember Saint Patrick? They say he ran after snakes, but there's really no snakes at all, really, in Ireland. The snakes is the snake people, or the snakes or dragons. Okay, so I'm gonna get into something. Get into it fast as possible. No filler. Right here, you see the dragon being uh, caught and chained by this angel and has the key to lock it somewhere. So we have to look at Noah as the dragon as being your inner monster or the snake inside, like when you started to get hungry, your stomach growls. Okay, 111 just passed. So you really go replace that and get you something to eat. All right. So what that is that's your inner monster. Uh, with highly melanated people, or people. Everybody, I'm just getting this out of the way. Everybody has melanin. Everything in the world, plants, but everything has different amounts of melanin. So, by us not being able to harness or learn how to control our melanin, and you start seeing our people leaving at a faster rate because this dimension is changing, is raising up higher. So you're gonna see a lot more people getting sick. But that's why I don't really have people close to each other because a certain energy in certain people is killing people too. All right, right here, as you see, putting the dragon, serpent, seven-headed serpent. Like I said before in the video, the Nagas are the snakes. Why would see? They have it said with Christianity, has is always killing the Christ, and also I have a picture of this Dracula book. So as you see right here is Dracula from Bram Stoker, and that was actually a movie that was done for the Dracula Bram Stoker. You can actually check out. Very good movie. But that's actually the Christianity of the stake or the sword. When you see that symbology in the ground, that means it's killing the snake. Because remember, the inner earth. Inner earth is what? Just like inside you, your inner self. That's the snake inside there. So when you see the Christianity or the sword piercing the ground, that means it's killing the serpent too. So as you see, um, right here, the cross is inside of the ground this way with the so-called body, the body right here of Dracula. But yeah, that's just showing you symbology. Let me get right back to the other book I was in. Oh yeah, the book that I'm in right now when I was showing this video is right here. The Book of the Dragon, Judy Allen and Jeanne Griffiths. As you see, again, with the sword, coming with Christianity, see his chest with the cross, killing the dragon. So right here, it says, the left of this picture, I've been showing most of the video, it says, and I saw an angel. This is coming from Revelations 21-3. English manuscript, Bodleian Library, Miss Tanner, 164L. Okay. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit. See, the bottomless pit, the pit inside. All these stories are just allegory about your body and who you are. That's it. We're in these physical bodies. This symbology or mythology was here for us to realize the dragon is the first. Okay, and that's what the power is. So the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him down, and set a seal upon him. So a seal is like what? It's a symbol of actual a deity, or something that can actually bind that actual energy. So if it's a seal on it, it's just to keep it as it is, and to know what energy you're dealing with. So when people do that, or when you see in this mythology, that means they're able to control that energy to the point where it won't be able to is going to jail. See, as you say, they say the Nephilim, you always see the Nephilim, the fallen angels, where? In jail. Locked up energy. So what you see right here, this one looks like a police shooting. Like two knights right here. Has a dragon killed, with holes all in it. So that's like a police killing right now. So it's just showing you when they doing that, all they doing is killing the dragons, or the highly melanated people. That's why I say we can't let everything they do outside of us. If you really gonna have some energy or some power, can't let if you're on this mission, can't let a lot of outside news stuff get to you. So I just stopped watching it. I don't even watch TV no more. Like, really, I just watch the movies to get understanding of certain things, or see if I know what this means. But I don't watch TV at all. I don't. I just can't, man. It's just man. I'm like, I said I'm gonna leave it alone. And so, like, you hear about people getting shot, but I don't make that a part of that. Like Bobby Hemmings used to say, it had to be some real priests out here, female and male. So I'm not just saying male. You gotta be some real priests out here, instead of just people running to be marching and to be seen and shit on TV. So is that the difference between a monk and a chump, what you really about out here. So the green dragon of raw matter in the physical form, okay, is overcome and fixed by an anti-theatical pair, okay, anti-theatical, the anti-theatical, and anti-theatical pair. So that means they're against more than one. They're only with one. Monotheism. You get what I'm saying? So you can look up monotheism. They only have their religion, or they're pushing like their religion. Like the same thing kind of happened with Buddhism in Tibet. They didn't do that. So it kind of got pushed in on them, because they're India and China, like neighbors right there. So that's why it's like the same thing. That's another, you know what I'm saying? So it's, you seeing like people force somebody's religion on somebody's practice, same way. Trying to make the change, or people change through what you don't like, through your one religion. That's what's an anti-theatical pair. Knights, soul, gold, and Luna, silver. They are said to be brother and sister, without whom the green dragon cannot germinate and become the Philosopher's Stone. The dragon is the energy, the Kundalini energy, rises up to the Philosopher's Stone. Remember, J. Edgar Hoover said we will stop anybody that's like the any type of Christ figure, or they say we don't supposed to have leaders. We're our own leaders. You can't look at them as being the Christ figure, because if something happens to them, then a whole bunch of energy should get stopped up. It's like you're running in a race and you decide to stop your feet. You're gonna fall straight on your face because the energy just stopped you, your whole force. So you decide to stop that energy, but the energy you stop with your foot stopping is going to be an angle and point where your face hits the pavement, depending on how tall you are. And then that's the energy you will feel from you running and stopping, hitting your face on the ground. So that's why I say everybody's their own energy, I mean, their own deity, their own self, and they're their own Christ. He says he's going to kill every Christ, have to get rid of every Christ figure. That means it's you, people. You can't be like, he said, oh, this is a leader. And the leader goes, groups. Groups. Get rid, you know what I'm saying? Get out the groups. That's why I say, like, that's when you have one person think of everybody. You can have information, somebody's giving information, and then you take it for yourself and use it and go different areas with it and expand. That's what it's supposed to be about. Pushing the information, getting the information at all costs. So you look around, it's all around you. It's all, the information is all around you. I'm like, I found this book for like $1 or $50, $52. It's a plethora of information on dragons. See what I'm saying? Like, my Gilgamesh and all this. Goodness. As you see in Asia, the Eastern dragon. This is so yeah, let me get back to this. So being in those groups, they want to stop you from being. It's a potential. You can take it. It depends, because the groups can slow you down, or they can be too much for your speed. So your speed is supposed to be your speed because you have your own reason you came back here. So once you get your speed, you can keep your speed. If you like decide to speed up or slow down, it's on you how you want to do it. But I would say you start hearing certain things a lot. You should start looking into those things and get information, because it could be information about yourself intertwined, just like an opening of the door. Do you choose to walk through the door or not? Or do you want to stay that another path? So, and that might be going against what the signs you left before for yourself to figure this stuff out. Okay, but let's get back to this. So the Philosopher's Stone is what? The pineal gland. I don't like just talking, so let me just show you. Okay, let me get in this book real quick. This is the pineal gland, the eye of God. Okay, the God pineal. This is coming out of a chapter of a book by Manly P. Hall. Man, the grand symbol of the mysteries. Okay, and as you can see, the pineal gland right there. Let me show you something. Okay, where I'm going to start at is right here. Okay, the other. Okay, stay with me. The other two are the paraphysis and the parietal eye, a rudimentary sense organ of some reptiles. Reptiles, okay? And we're just in a book about dragons, right? Okay, dragons and snakes. According to Haeckel, true eyes that cannot see are to be found in certain animals deeply placed within the head, covered by thick skins and muscles. So that means, like this picture right here, this is the pineal gland right there underneath. So this is where the brain will be on top. It will be covering the rest. So the brain is just a muscle. So the pineal gland of mind, it goes all the way up inside. So the brain covers it, like they say the matrix. It's like the brain is the matrix. So pushing through that that brain to get to the mind. So you have full control of of those muscles that's covering the mind, which is the pineal gland. So let's get back into some of what they're saying over here. Okay. Let's see right here. Let's go. So the pineal gland, it is situated in the floor of the transverse fissure of the cerebrum, directly below the splenium of the corpus callosum, and rests between the superior colliculi of the quadrigeminal bodies of the posterior surface of the midbrain. It is closely invested by pia or pia matter. Pia matter is what? Dark matter. Let's keep going. Let's make sure we're right here. Vested by pia matter. The interior of the pineal body is made up of closed follicles surrounded by growths of connective tissue. The follicles are filled with epithelial cells mixed with calcareous matter, the brain sand. Acrovulus cerebri, that's in Spanish and from Spain. Calcareous deposits are found also in the pineal stalk and along the choroid plexuses. Then the function of the pineal body is unknown. In reptiles, here we go again with the dragon. Reptiles, there are two pineal bodies, an interior and a posterior, of which the posterior remains undeveloped, but the anterior forms a rudimentary cyclopean eye. In the Hatteria, a New Zealand lizard. And also I found, I have a bess, which you can see in Kemet or Egypt with the tongue out. So the tongue is out, and I found this is from New Zealand. If I found this from New Zealand, that's the same thing they have in Kemet or Egypt, what they call so-called Egypt. And that's the same thing, and it goes all around to Mexico, and you see things in Hawaii too, also different places. It was like the pygmies, but was best was the deity of wine and drink, just almost like Dionysus too, and Shiva. Also with helping with childbirth. So he was a short dwarf person too. Also, best is. So you see the tongue out. That's what that means. This one is actually from New Zealand too. New Zealand lizard. It projects through the parietal foramen and presents a imperfect lens and retina, and in its long stalk nerve fibers. The human pineal body is probably homologous with the posterior pineal body of reptiles. And funny, I'm like, I come to find out homo means deity or God. But they have you saying no homo, or you know saying like in certain rap things, like, but that's supposed to be like, well, it's old science, old information, but they put homo in there. They saying like it's almost like when they say no homo, like saying no God or no deity. You know what I'm saying? Like they do certain things. I be looking at certain words they be using like in rap or hip hop, and I be like, because they know what time it is, they put the illusion over certain things. They change the words, like, oh, that girl over there is a thought. that hoe out there or that hoe over there. But you gotta think about it. Thoth, thought, Thoth. Thoth is Thoth. Thought is Thot. So Thoth is Tahuti. So he has the records, and that's information, and that's symbolistic of that bird. So that's why they give you all these things, and they have you look at the words of power. They turn into something that you don't understand, and you're going against your own energy. Okay, let's get back. In reptiles, according to Spencer, the gland is of considerable length and passes out, as noted by Santee, through an opening in the roof of the skull. Okay, so right here, let's go ahead. Did the Egyptians know that reptiles present the highest development of this gland, and for this reason coiled the serpent upon their foreheads, where the third eye of the Orientals is placed by symbolic license? Was not the uraeus the symbol of wisdom, and is not the pineal gland the organ of a method of acquiring knowledge, which is no longer employed in general, but is a secret? But it is a secret preserved by the elect. The elect are the ones that's supposed to be here. They say they say the Jews or the chosen. No, they're not. They're not those type of people. Those are the Ashkenazim Jews. They had wrote themselves into a history. So those are the ones that are from Europe. They not, you know what I'm saying? That's not even. There was some of our people that was out there like that, but they're not the original ones. So they took. That's why that whole thing happened for a reason, with the whole World War I and World War II. I had talked about that in a previous video. How the third war is not going to physically happen. It's the war in your mind. That's what that is. So everything is on your word. It's why it's so much distraction. So much distraction. If you own it, you're gonna be on it. When those times of energy and power come, you go ahead and receive it. And sometimes you gotta be the fool. Sometimes just to get what you need to get. All right. Let me give you something quick they had in the movie about this, about killing the dragon. Oh, Merlin looking motherfucker.
To destroy the dragon and take back the lonely mountain. To ravage the knowledge of the dwarfs. To destroy the dragon and take back the lonely mountain. And I would say the same to you.
Now the lonely mountain is what? We see the Philosopher's Stone, the Rock of Ages, all of that. So the rock is what? The pineal gland. The stone, the Philosopher's Stone. Okay? They telling you got to kill the dragon because the dragon is what? Our energy. The energy, the Kundalini energy is two snakes going up, serpents, and getting this energy when it gets its wings. That's the Christos. They say in Europe, it means, and they say in Ethiopia too, the Christos is what? The Christ. You are your own leader. As you see the 12 disciples, the 12 King Arthur and the 12 knights. So it's all one that dot in the middle, and the ones are circles, like in Zodiac. The same thing. Throughout, you go through these courses. You have they put you through all these different types of masks. If you're reading certain mythology, then that stuff will start coming to you, and you start getting higher grades. Those are like like dimensions of your mind. So these higher grades are putting you at a hefty height, and while you're doing this, and you're getting information, and your spiritual is going even higher. So there's ways to do this to raise your actual energy, your spiritual self, and all you're doing is walk like your guardian angel, your higher guardian self is right behind you, walking around with you. I read this in Norse mythology. I'm in the middle of this, so I want to make sure I don't lose my place. But Norse mythology, I would go in the book, but Norse mythology, the higher guardian angel is behind you, always around you, protecting you. When you're doing what you're supposed to do, it's right there all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't falling off your path, it's gonna leave you. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't trying to do it. So you know what you're supposed to be doing, but you ain't doing it the right way. So then it's walking behind you, but pushing you into the diabos or genius or devil or doppelganger from Germany self. And it's why you're going forward. When you're walking forward, you're walking to the opposite side. So that's when they say use your right brain. But the right brain from the version of the self you're facing is what is opposite. Is only actually your left, your heart. That's why I say the left hand path. So everything. I was like looking like, but the heart is on the left. But you gotta be face. That's why it's a missing piece. People say right brain because they don't, some people don't realize. I didn't realize. I'm looking like when I found it in that book. Now, hold on, let me go ahead and find it so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. So you have, I have another video dealing with this, but something tell me just to go ahead and pull it out. So speaking of, I'll show you the book I'm in. Night Side of the Rooms. It's just like the Kabbalah. This is the Kabbalah of Norse mythology. So, Night Side of the Rooms. Uthark, Udal, Adol Runa, and the Gothic Kabbalah. So, it's a Gothic version of the Kabbalah in Europe. Everybody has a guardian spirit, which is Filja and guide. This is called the Filja and is closely connected to the Vanir and Vanaheim. The Filja appears in three forms: as an animal, as a person of the opposite sex, and in abstract form. Individuals have a Filja as well as families, tribes, and the whole of humanity. It is said that the horse is the Filja of man. Because like the steed of Odin, you're supposed to ride that up your spine and turn into your dragon, highly melanated people, to get to your what? Your pineal gland. Totem animals are inherited Filjas. A clairvoyant person can, that means like a psychic, see the Filja in other persons. Okay, let's get over to Hamir. Hamir, the shape of the appearance is controlled by the Hamir. So women start wearing their wigs and their eyelashes and all of that. How do you want to wear their clothes? This is the version of themselves on the inside that's doing all of this. They shape your appearance and all of that. Ham, remember, in Ham is also in the Bible, Ham. So think about that. So the word means figure or garment. The principle is what controls the outer shape of all living things. This is the form-giving principle. The Hamir is connected to Svartalfheim. Since the dwarves, see, the seven dwarves, Snow White and seven dwarves, and the black elves, see, the dwarves and the black elves, that's the energy, the melanin on the inside. They say, like, they say Santa Claus, the Santa Claus movie. He said, who running all of this? He said, you running this. You wearing the suit. So the suit, the black elves are the energies inside you, or they say deities. Same thing. You, like the little people, you run like the little cells inside you. That's all it is inside you. Energies are the ones who shape and form things. Powerful magicians can use the Hugar to change the Hamir. That's actually their minds actually change it. Okay? Thus, changing, it's almost like editing yourself in a football or basketball game. You're creating a player. Same thing. In appearance and form, during an ecstatic trance or deep sleep, they release their mind or soul and leave the body. They will instead take on the form of some animal, usually their Filja. Okay? Let's get down to the here. Let me see. All right. Vard. is the soul doppelganger. Okay. Oh, yeah. Too. Also, I know it's almost a Halloween. As you see, her devotees have been turned into witches riding on broomsticks. Broomsticks, Freya, phallus, and plus Freya, phallus from earlier. It was talking about up here. Phallus is what? The penis. Riders of the broomstick realm of sex to give each other power. Okay, witch and warlock. Okay, the soul double of a human is called Vard or Vard. Certain people can, during their lifetime, send their Vard away on journeys to other worlds. For all people, the Vard is disconnected from the body. When the physical body dies, the Vard is the same as the ghost or phantom it belongs to in Helheim. And right here, there are two more aspects of the soul that are very important in Nordic spirituality, but that cannot be directly linked to any of the worlds. Together with the seven above, they create the 9 main aspects of man. See, that's where it comes from, the Filja and the Hamir, see? So this is like the body, the lick, the arms, and the Vard is the higher and lower self. The Hugad and the Mani. Hugad is the future and Mani is the past, right and left brain. And this is the Hamir that actually should double. And the Filja is what? Your guardian angel pushing you towards where you're supposed to be. Alright? And this is what you get. Alright, peace. Nigga.